friends, thanks for joining me again today. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you another easy card to make. The months of July and August, I've been sharing with you easy card ideas for the beginning stamper or even the avid stamper who maybe is short on time and they want something quick and easy to make. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I thought I'd bring it forth so that, in the summertime, I like to be outside and play in my pool and, have fun with my animals, my dogs, and, just be out there enjoying the beautiful sunshine. Just makes me happy. So that's why I started this series. So today's card is another easy peasy one, and I am using just one stamp set. We'll be using best wishes and happy thoughts. I'm sorry, excuse me. A heartfelt thank you. And we're going to be using this splatter of paint or whatever it might be. That. And then I'm also using the Inked Botanicals designer series paper. When I first saw this paper in the catalog, I didn't like it. But it's grown on me since I bought it, and I really do like it. It's beautiful. I mean, think about it. Some of the colors in here are like one of my favorites. I am drawn towards the like the Calypso Coral and the Petal Pink. I love those colors. Anything orangey, that's me. So these are really pretty. There's 48 sheets in a pack, and 6 of each of 8 designs. So, and then, of course, I've got the back sides as well. So really, really pretty set. All right, so let's start here. So for my card base, it's your basic card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. I'll get my bone folder. Just give that a good crease. Okay. And then I've got 2 pieces of basic white, which are 4 inches by 5 1/4. One will be for the outside, and we'll put one on the inside. And it looks like I didn't cut them correctly. I think I need to cut this down. Let's see. I think I might have cut it at 4 1/4. All right. So we'll put it back in the trimmer. This piece, yep, 4 1/4. Okay, so this piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I see where I went wrong there. Not a problem. We'll just do it again. Just cut that little bit off. There we go. Got some fuzzies in my trimmer. I'll throw those in my little garbage there. All right, so 4 inches by 5 1/4. One for the outside, one for the inside. Then we have a strip of, and this could be you could also use a ribbon if you didn't want to use cardstock. I just grabbed a piece of cardstock. It's just a scrap, and this measures 1/2 inch by 5 1/4 as well. We're going to put that right down here. And then I have 3 pieces of Petal Pink cardstock, which measures 1 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch. And I think I might need to change my blade. I don't know if that's ever happened to you where you get those little fuzzies on the end, so I just use a nail file and even those out. Another handy tool to have in your scrap room, in your crafting room. Little crafting supplies. Okay, so that's that. So those pieces were 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. And then you also need 3 pieces of designer series paper, which measure 1 inch by 1 inch. Very basic, very easy, right? All right, so let's start by adhering the 1 inch by 1 inch piece of designer series paper onto our cardstock here. I don't know why. I must have cut these wrong, because this should be, I think these need to be 1 1/4 inch, not 1.5 inch. I tell you, too much time in the sun. Yeah, these pieces should be 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. Now, on the other hand, you can leave them at 1 1/2 by 1 1/2, but then you want your designer paper to be 1 1/4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. Okay, what did I say? This is 1 1/4 inch. Not a problem though, but obviously I didn't want to cut the designer paper because, I mean, I cut this because this was bigger. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, we're good now. We are good. So I'm gonna cut this down as well, 1 1/4 inch. And because these are smaller pieces, I like to cut from the bottom going upwards as opposed to down to coming from the top down. There's less likelihood that the piece will move around that way. You know, I don't know. Is anybody else like that? Or is it just me? So I'd love to read your comments. Let me know what you've been thinking about the house, if you've been enjoying my series. If it's just too slow for you maybe, or you know, not enough oomph to it. Let me know. Love to hear your comments. All right, now that we've got those cuts correctly, we can adhere them. We're just gonna add a little liquid glue to this. And you know what, while we've got the glue, let's just adhere them all. I'll put some glue on each of these. And the nice thing about the glue is that you have a little bit of time to work with these pieces and adhere them. If I can pick it up. And I think you want to be careful with the direction that you're going. You know, like you don't want your, like if you're using flowers that are going up and down, you don't want them going sideways is what I'm trying to say. This paper, I don't think it matters. I think it's non-directional, so it should be fine. And I think for this one, we're gonna go horizontal. My other card, I made it vertically. I think this one, we're gonna go the other way. And the measurements are the same for that as well. All right, so next I want to adhere my strip, and I think I'm gonna come in probably about 1 inch or so, I would say. I mean, you know, 1 1/8 inch is what I actually want, but it's not going to, you know, if you go 1 inch, it's okay. So because I'm using a strip, I found it easier to apply the glue onto my base and then apply the strip. And I think I put too much glue on there. Hopefully it doesn't ooze on me. You don't want oozing glue. I do want to make sure that it's even at the top and bottom though. That I do want to. Okay, so once you're happy with that, you can press it down, and then we can place these down. Work this way so I know which way I'm putting these. And now that I turned it sideways, I see that I'm a little crooked. Okay, there we go. And I like to use the grid paper so that I can check out my alignment. That. You probably want to come in about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch inward. You know, and try to put equal spacing between each one. again, you know, it's all a matter of what your preference is. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue down here. I'll put the first one down. I'm not going to tack it down just yet, in case I need to move it around a little. The next one. And then the last one. And then once I'm happy with it, I'll press it down. I think that's good. Make sure they're lined up top. Good. Okay, then we press it down. And let's put this on the inside. Actually, I'm not going to put this on the inside because I want to write my message on that. So we're going to hold off on that. Let's do some stamping. So I've got two colors here. I have Petal Pink and Calypso Coral. And I'm going to stamp the paint splatter in a lighter color. Actually, let's do the sentiment first. Set that aside. Remember, we're doing this way, so make sure I get that right. And I'm going to put this pretty centered here. Good. Let's close this up. And then I'm going to stamp this over it. And because this is a lighter color, I'm not worried about it showing through. Oh, I love the way that looks. Don't you like that? I think that looks cool. Let's come this way. There we go. Beautiful. I really like that. Really like that. All right, now we can put this down. I'm just going to glue it down. Like so. Now we could step it up a little bit and add some embellishments to it, but because it's a basic card, I just want you to use stamps, ink, and paper. This fills the bill. So let me show you the other card I had made. This one uses the Tea Boutique Designer Series paper, which is now retired, and the Timeless Arrangements, I think it's called, stamp set. So again, you've got your vertical and your horizontal that we just made today. So very easy, very basic cards to make. You can make them in minutes with very few supplies. So let me know what you think, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and be sure to come back next week for another easy peasy card. Till then, bye-bye.